Hey, what's up guys, Dragon's8 here, and in this video I'm going to kind of show you what you can do with the Pokemon trading card game online and sort of give my own personal review of the game itself. So, to get the game, all you have to do is go to the Pokemon website and download the game. I'll put the link in the description below. So you can access it from anywhere, and if you have an iPad, you can get it on the App Store, which is kind of nice if you want to play on the go. And to play the game, you have to make an account first, and then you can log in. And so that's kind of nice, so you can log in from wherever you are as long as you have the game. It should be noted though that the iPad app for this game has a very large file size. It starts out at like 1.8 gigs. And if you play more and more, it goes up and up as you load more cards because you're playing the game. So just be aware of that, because I've had it go as high up as 4 gigabytes just for this game. Okay, so let's take a look at the game itself. So when you log in, you can create your little avatar over here, change his outfit and whatever. You can also do over here, you've got your daily challenges. These were recently added. As for the gameplay modes, you've got Quick Match, which sets you up with a random deck against a random computer opponent. Trainer challenges, like their single player mode, which you have to use their theme decks, which are not the greatest decks in the world, but they kind of work. It's pretty extensive. It took me a while to finish it, but you get a lot of booster packs if you play it a lot, which is nice. Then for their versus mode, you've got a couple of different ways to play. Random battle sets you up with a random other player. Friend battle sets you up with someone that you have on your friends list. And play testing lets you play against a computer opponent. You do, let's say, random. You can pick theme, standard, expanded, unlimited. These are your different types of decks that you can play with, and then you just pick whatever deck you're using. And finally, you have tournaments, which allows you to play in like a knockout competition. There's an entry cost to go in. It's either these Poke coins or whatever they call them, or tournament tickets to get in. Sometimes it's annoying to get the entry tickets or coins, but it's usually not that big of a deal. I've entered in a few of these. I've never won one though. Here's the ones that I've entered before. Okay, let's look at the shop. So this shop, you can buy things with the in-game currency that they have here. So you can buy all sorts of different booster packs. You can buy these deck boxes or card sleeves that show up when you're playing a battle. Or sometimes they have like avatar outfits or whatever. You can also redeem a code if you have one. There's a few that you can find online, I think, that are still activated, that you can get those for free, but you can also get them, I think, if you buy actual like physical booster packs with real money. Sometimes those have codes that you can get to redeem some cards. I think that's how it works. Okay, now let's look at the trading system that they've got. So it's actually pretty easy to use. You can look at public offers. You can see, have it show trades that, like, all trades that are available right now, or you can have it show just the ones that you can actually accept, like the ones that you have the cards to complete. You can see offers that people have made to you, like private trades, and your trade history. So here's some of the things that I've traded before, and also your trades that you're offering right now. So to create a trade, you just click create trade. You can do public trade, which trades with, it puts a public listing that people can view, or private trade if you want to trade with a specific user. So to use this, you just click I am getting. This is what you want. So let's say I want a Deoxys EX. Just put this up here. You can change the quantity, and I am giving, this is what you would give up for that trade. You just put that up there, click done when you're finished, and it'll make a post for what you want to trade. And let's go to the card collection. This is where you can view all the cards that you have. Packs you can keep unopened. If they're tradable, you can trade them for some pretty good stuff usually. Gameplay, you've got your coins, card sleeves, and whatever, and avatar outfits. And finally, let's look at the deck manager. This is one of the cool things about this game, is that you can actually build your own deck however you want. So if you go to create deck, there's the deck wizard here. It like lets you pick like a Pokemon to center your deck around. It usually doesn't work out very well so I wouldn't recommend it. You've got standard, expanded, and limited. These are the different kinds of decks you can build based on the set of cards and rules that you have to play by. I usually do standard though. So you can do that. You just pick whatever Pokemon you want, put it up there, change the quantity that you want. Then you can pick your trainers and your energies, and there's filters that you can use which are really nice. So let's say I want a deck with only steel or colorless types, I can just do that, and now it shows only those kinds of Pokemon in here, which is really nice because you can find them quickly. You can also use a search bar over here if I want like an Aegis slash. There they are. So then you just click save, pick your coin that you want to show in battle, and your deck box, and your sleeves. Alright, so as for my personal review for this game, I think it was really well done. I think the trading system's really fun and easy to use, although the system where some cards are tradable if some are not, I think it's kind of weird, because there's only a couple of kinds of cards that you can trade, because depending on how you get them, the only cards that you can trade are ones that you win in multiplayer versus battles, or ones that you buy with real money, which is kind of odd. So like the single player cards that you get, there's a ton of them, but you can't trade any of them, or if you win them some other way, or tournament cards, prizes, those are also tradable. As for the gameplay, I think it's pretty fun. The single player, it can get kind of tedious because you're supposed to use, or you're required to use the theme decks that they give you, which aren't always laid out the best. But it's okay. You get lots of bonus packs, which is nice. Quick match, I like never use that because it's only computer players or computer opponents. The versus is pretty fun. I've done it a lot. It's cool because it's fun to play, to like try out different decks, see how they actually do against in like a real battle, or to try to improve what decks you have and your strategies overall. Tournaments I haven't done a whole lot because you do have to pay in-game currency to play or enter one, and you don't always win, but when you do win, they're usually pretty good prizes. Like I think there's prizes for like 5th through 1st place, scaling up depending on how well you do. But I think the overall battles are really fun to play in this game. Sometimes, very occasionally, they're boring, but that's usually not the case. I think if you have the right deck and if you get into the game, it can be really fast-paced and fun. Some criticisms that I have about this game: occasionally it'll crash on the computer. It hardly ever crashes. If you're playing on the iPad, I'm sorry, it crashes a lot. At least in my experience, that's what happens. And if your opponent crashes, you automatically like instantly win, which is weird because you're like, sometimes you'll be in like a really exciting match and then it'll just be like victory, and you're like, no, I wanted to beat him, I wanted to kill him, yes, but no. So the crashing is kind of annoying. It hardly ever happens on the computer though, which is good. I played this a lot on the iPad, if you can't tell. Also, if you're using the iPad app, if you switch apps or go to the home screen, it will more than likely kick you out of your battle, which means you technically lost, which is really annoying. So like one time I just like clicked on one of the banner notifications accidentally, and it kicked me out of this battle that had been going on for 15 minutes, and I got really mad. And some other criticisms, I think sometimes it lags a little bit. That's usually not a problem though. The graphics, they're really basic, but I guess that's not really a problem because it's not about the graphics, it's about the cards. The cards themselves look really slick. They look really nice. Like when you zoom in, like I don't always have the graphics all the way up, but when you right click on a card it shows them. They look really sharp. Which is cool. So one thing that's interesting about like when you start playing this game is you don't really have that many cards. Like I think it gives you like a theme deck or two, but it can take you a while to actually get the cards that you want to have a nice effective deck. So like you might look at your cards and be like, I have all these cards, like why is this not like working? It's like you don't need just like a lot of cards, you need a lot of the right combination of cards to have a good, fun, and effective deck. so it might take you a while to actually get the cards that you're looking for. But it's not like getting them is boring. It's not. It's fun to do that. It just like it gets more and more fun over time as you get like all these cool different cards that you can like discover different ways to combine them and create cool new interesting decks. So anyway, that's my overall review and personal opinion of this Pokemon trading card online game. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you. I'm Dragonzade and thanks for watching.